So I could be wrong, but I have an inkling that most people, when they work out, when they change their diets or whatever, that they actually want to accomplish something. They want to make their bodies leaner. They want to lose weight. They want to, maybe gain muscle. They want to get toned, whatever. They want to change their bodies and make them better. But let's just be honest, like the truth is, most of the time, and that's like overwhelmingly most of the time, people don't actually accomplish these things that they set out to do. And it's December as of the recording of this video, and January is coming up. Gym memberships are going to increase. People are going to buy more diet books. People are going to invest in more fitness programs and whatnot. And you want that to be successful. So I think it's really important to talk about why it is that most people do not lose weight or transform their bodies when they set out to do it. And we're just going to get right into it. The main reason is a lack of consistency. They're not consistent. This may be you, and I'm not trying to bust you. I'm not trying to down you or anything like that, but it could be that you're not consistent. So, just so you understand, I'm not picking on you. Let me kind of give you an example from my own inconsistency. Okay. So, when I was a teenager about to graduate from high school, of course I was interested in working out. I have a history of working out because my dad would have us running with him and different things like that. Um, but I was always kind of like a skinnier kid. I didn't really pick up a lot of muscle. I was very skinny. And I even had a weightlifting class a couple times in high school. When I got stronger, I gained a little muscle, but it wasn't really anything to speak of. I was like, by the time I graduated, 6'2" and maybe 160 pounds, very skinny. Okay. Now, I began to work out more, especially whenever I was in college, but I still noticed that I wasn't getting a lot of results. Okay. Um, and here's the reason why is because I wasn't consistent. One thing that I did that I was real good at was like writing up my own plans and programs for working out. I would say I need to do this many sets of this of bench press and this many sets of this of curls and all this kind of stuff. But I didn't really get results. I didn't. And I was disappointed, and where I discovered to fast forward maybe about 4 or 5 years around the time when I decided that calisthenics, bodyweight exercise was going to be like my main exercise foundation. I discovered consistency then. By that time, I was so tired of going from this program to what this person said or what that person said, all the experts. By that time, I gotten so tired of all that. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything different. I'm not doing anything that anybody says. I'm just going to do my thing. I'm going to do my thing. Okay. Meaning I am going to just set an exercise program for myself and do this for just a long time. So very specifically what I did, and I'll probably get into this in future videos, but like I would set a certain amount of push-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups, dips. I would set a certain amount of all of these that I would do. Now, especially with the push-ups and the pull-ups and chin-ups, well, really all of those bodyweight exercises I wasn't very good in. Well, I say especially chin-ups and pull-ups. I wasn't very good in those at all, but I just did what I could, and I would do a certain amount, several sets of those. Then I do that again. I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I went to the gym. I didn't worry about seeing people lifting weights. I didn't worry about seeing what everybody else was doing. I just did the same thing again and again. The only difference was that from workout to workout, I say at least every week, I would try to make sure I did one extra repetition per set. That's it. And it was about, I would estimate maybe a month or two in that one day I looked in the mirror and I kind of twisted my arm a certain way and I saw that nugget right there, that tricep nugget. And I had never seen that before. And I was like, wow, this stuff is working. Like it threw me off because I wasn't even, I don't think I was weighing myself. I obviously wasn't looking in the mirror, at least not intentionally, but I happened upon results because I was consistent. So that's why I say, and you've probably heard me say this before if you watch my channel, but that's why I say consistency is the most important thing. It's even more important than whatever it is that you do. Real talk. It's more important than whatever it is that you do. I know that from my own personal experience. Why? Because whatever you subject your body to on a routine basis, again and again, that's what's going to change your body. It's very interesting the way that the body works because the body is always kind of like looking for something, looking for you to do different kind of things. And especially once you start to do them again and again, which is really the real definition of consistency, your body is ready to respond to that. It's like, okay, this is actually something that we keep on seeing. So now we're going to adjust. You know, it's not even just in health and fitness that your body does this too. It adjusts to other actions you take, it adjusts to your thoughts, all these kind of things. Okay. And so the body's very, as they say, plastic. It's very willing to change if you keep on subjecting it, stimulating it a certain kind of way, and it's going to adapt to that so it can become better. And the way that it adapts, for example, to, lifting weights is after a while, it's gonna become stronger. It's gonna develop more endurance. It's going to lay down more muscle. It's gonna maybe reduce the fat. Again, this depends on the type of exercise you're doing, you know. But it's going to do these things in response, especially when you couple that with the appropriate diet changes. Okay, so like whenever that's why nobody gets away with just eating a salad one time and then getting some sort of results. It's not going to happen because your body's going to respond to whatever it is that you keep on doing time after time after time. So saying all that to say, if you are not getting results and you want to get results, weight loss, permanent weight loss, body transformation. A lot of times people talk about recomping, body recomposition, meaning that you exchange fat for muscle. If you really want results, then the foundation of your stuff, and again, I'm saying this not just because I'm a trainer, but I'm saying this because I know it from my own experience. The number one thing you want to develop is consistency, which is simply doing the same thing over and over again. Now, I'm not saying you won't change your workout. I'm not saying that you won't have to make adjustments to your diet, but you have a better idea what kind of adjustments to make whenever you're doing something for a period of time because you begin to learn your body. It's just that most people aren't willing to take the time to be consistent and then learn your body as a result of that. Trust me, I promise you that this works. Let me know what you think in the comments about consistency. If this spoke to you in particular, I really want to know. Um, and make sure you share this with a friend, okay? All right, y'all, take care. As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my body weight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/ShawnB2B Fitness today.